This is your 18th season in the league?
That's right, yeah.
How does that happen?
One day at a time, I guess, time flies, but a lot of help from a lot of people. Thankful to have played with a lot of good players and coaches along the way, and obviously the love and support of my family. And so, you just try to go out and put a good day together and stack days, and then that's just been the plan. And then you look up and here we are 18 years later.
You have to love the game though. The life expectancy in the National Football League is like 3.7. You're just completely blowing that stat.
Yeah, well, I think ever since I started playing this game, just fell in love with all aspects of it. As a young player, you enjoy just playing, just going out and just playing and all those parts. And then as you go, I think in the higher levels, college and in the pros, for me, just started to enjoy the team building process, right. Being a part of a team and, getting guys together to fight for a common goal. So I think those are kind of, the evolution of how I've, grown to love the game and had the good fortune, I guess, or bad fortune, however you look at it, of being on a bunch of teams.
So I know that you coach down in North Carolina, high school coach. Is that in your future, to be a coach?
I think so, just for the very reason, like I said, I love the game and love being around it, and thankful for the opportunity to get to coach there at Myers Park High School in Charlotte and help build into those young players and share some of the things I've learned in my journey, and then maybe one day, hopefully be in the NFL. But love being around the game, love every aspect of team building and trying to help young guys learn the game of football, and then like as a professional, help these guys build careers.
A big part of what you've done has been as a tutor, and especially in these latter years, working with guys, and you're the backup quarterback and helping these guys along. How big is that? And that role that you have as the tutor, as the senior guy that's going to help these young guys?
More than anything, I think just looking at the different situations I've been in, that room is so critical, the quarterback room. Yes. And there's 32 of them, in the world.
That's right.
And you look at that position kind of as the CEO of that building. Mm-hmm. And so the voices around him, the guys around him, it's important to construct it, I think, the right way so that guy feels supported, he feels challenged and supported, and that you can get his best effort every day. And for me, the situations have been different. I've been a starter sometimes, I've been a backup mostly, and you just try to bring whatever you can of value to that room.
Right.
And try to fit in that role, and then also to the rest of the team, because sometimes that starter, he's got so much he's focused on, from a day-to-day getting prepared for Sunday, that the bigger picture of the team, sometimes he needs help with things that are going on that maybe from a leadership standpoint, hey man, make sure you go talk to this guy, maybe put your arm around that guy. You're helping him kind of see all of those things. Gotcha. And so you try to just as best you can bring value to the room.
So last year you worked with Sam Darnold, high draft pick, a kid that certainly needed the help that you were able to give him, support that you're able to give him. Now you're working with Carson Wentz. I don't want you to compare the two, but just talk about aspects of both of those guys and how you're able to help them.
Right, well, I think both of them have high football character, and the way they go about their job, they're willing to work. They're really smart players. Mm-hmm. Both of them have some physical skills that are the same too. Both have the ability to improvise, to throw without their feet set and maintain accuracy, and they got good arm strength. So it's been fun. They're different guys, but similar skill sets. And it was a great joy to work with Sam last year. To have a guy just coming into the league and trying to figure out what this is all about. He's reaching his dream. This is what he's dreamed about. And so now he was there, and so man, it was so much fun just to get to spend every day with him, trying to help him, understand what's my process going to be. Whereas now with Carson, getting here with him, he's already has this process. This is how I go about it. So right. Now it's for me, okay, how can I fit into that for you, gotcha, where I can help be an asset for you.
Gotcha. So, and then you get to where you are, where I got to, but in 9 years, I was the old guy. And I had to hear all the jokes, and
that's right.
That's got to be a big part of your everyday, the guys razzing you about being the old guy.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. There's a joke every other meeting about my age, and some of these young guys coming in now are either in my daughter's graduating class of high school or a year or so behind. Yeah, so So you hear jokes about you're my parents' age or whatever, So I take it. It's all in fun. I'm more than anything just thankful to get to be around the guys.
You're 2-2. I'm sure if you were 3-1, you would want to be 4-0. But in a pretty good position. When you look at this team, because you've seen so many teams, how good can this team be?
I think the season's still young and the sky's the limit. I think for us, it's just, as Coach Peterson continues to say, it's about what we do. It really is. And you look at the 2 losses that we've had, and what we do matters. Everything that we do matters. And the way we go about our weeks and the way we go about the game, and you look at the mistakes made in the game, yes, you give credit to the defense or to the offense or the teams that make plays, but at the end of the day, there's things execution-wise that we could have done better and the games would have turned out different. Detroit, for instance, we just protect the ball a little bit better offensively, and maybe that game goes different. So that's our focus. And as you build throughout the week and throughout the season, and you continue to hone that focus and to get better as a group, you don't want to peak too early, but you got to hit your stride at some point. And so I really believe that's where we're headed, and I think that started last week in Green Bay, going up into a hostile environment and getting a win the way that we did in the fashion that we did, and running the football and controlling the line of scrimmage. I think that's huge, and that's the stuff that wins late in the year. So hopefully those are things we'll hold on to and build on.